According to the Bill James Baseball Abstract, the 2001 edition, the 1906 Chicago Cubs won the most games over a two-year period, 223, 1906, 1907. They won 116 in 06, which tied the Seattle Mariners in 2001. Mariners lost in the postseason, but so did the Cubs. Cubs were upset by the Chicago White Sox in the World Series, probably the greatest World Series upset ever. But over a three-year period, the Cubs won the most, and then they won the World Series 07 and 08 over the Detroit Tigers. Over a four-year period, the Cubs won the most games. 5, 6 years, they won the most games. They won 823 games over a 7-year period. And you'd be thinking maybe the Yankees of 36 to 42 would have won more, but they won 799 in those 7 years. The Cubs won the most games over 8 years, 9 years, and even 10 years. No Major League team has won as many games over a 10-year period as this edition of the Chicago Cubs. How'd they do it? They didn't have a Ruth, Gehrig, and Coombs. They didn't have a Dickey, DiMaggio, and Gehrig playing together. They didn't have 350 hitters. Seinfeld hit 327 and was sixth to lead the league. But they did it mostly with infield defense. We know because of Frank Adams' poem about the kickers, the Evers, the Chance. Probably the best defender of the infield was Harry Steinfeld at third base. He led the league in fielding percentage 3 out of 5 years. The team had speed. Frank Chance, his rookie season, stole 67 bases. That's your first baseman, and led the league in his rookie year. And they had good speed in the outfield with Jimmy Sheckard in center field, Wildfire Schulte, and Jimmy Slagle. Pretty fast in the outfield. The only slow player on the team was Steinfeld. He didn't run particularly fast. Johnny Clean, even the catcher, was fast. Another big factor, I think, with this edition of the Cubs was their manager, Frank Chance. He was a hard-driving manager, not always popular with his players because of his rules. For example, he prevented Sally Hoffman from getting married during the season because he didn't want marital bliss to interfere with baseball. He pushed his players hard and got more out of them what they probably thought they could produce. So over a 10-year period, these guys produced nearly 100 wins every season.
Take me out to the ball game. Take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jack. I don't care if I ever get back, for it's root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame, for it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game.
Hi everybody, this is Apba Brian and Apba Baseball Classics. Thanks for joining me for Game 3 of this best of 3 series between the 1912 Boston Red Sox and the 1906 Chicago Cubs. This is game number 142 in the All-Time Greats tournament. This is a loser go home game. Winner goes to the final 4 of the tournament. Big Ed Rulebach has completed his warm-up tosses and we're ready to play ball. Let's play ball. Harry Hooper steps into the box. Pitch to Harry Hooper is a 8 against an AC pitcher. That is a pop-up to the third baseman, Harry Steinfeld. One away for the Red Sox in the first. Ed Rulebach is pitching his 4th game in the tournament. He has pitched 18 and a third innings, 3.82 earned run average. Here is a pitch to Duffy Lewis. 1-5 is a 10. That is a solid single to center field. Duffy Lewis is on for the Red Sox. Average speed at first. Brings up Tris Speaker 383 hitter in 1912. Speaker is hitting 17 for 37 in the tournament. He's had a great tournament. Here's a pitch to Tris Speaker. 35 is a 8 against a AC pitcher. It's a ground ball to first baseman Frank Chance, who flips to Robach covering. Lewis goes to second, and there are 2 outs. But the Red Sox have a man in scoring position for Larry Gardner. .53 is a 20 against a fielding column 1. That's going to be a ground ball to Johnny Evers at second base. He's got it. Tough play. Throws to Chance at first. 3 outs. And the Red Sox are retired in the first inning. Go to the bottom of the first. No score. Cubs coming to bat. Thomas O'Brien's ready to go to work against the Chicago Cubs. He's 1-1 in the all-time great tournament. A 2.58 ERA in 1912 and won 20 games. Here's a pitch to Jimmy Sheckard, the Cubs center fielder. 1-1 roll. That's a hit column roll for Sheckard. I don't know if that's Sheckard or Sheckard. I've been calling him Sheckard. 56 is going to be a leadoff double for Jimmy Sheckard. Cubs are threatening already. Here is Johnny the Crab Evers. Johnny Evers is 8 for 42 in this tournament. He's going to want to lay one down and move the runner to third. 53 is a 19. It's going to be a bunt picked up by the pitcher O'Brien. He throws to first base to retire Evers. Sheckard goes to third. He's 90 feet away with 1 out. Johnny Kling, very valuable catcher for the Chicago Cubs. Kling held out. He had problems getting along with Frank Chance and also salary problems. So after the Cubs won 3 straight pennants, he held out. I believe it was 1909 when he held out, because he was a world champion billiards player also. And when he didn't play that year, the Cubs fell to third place. Came back in 1910 and they started winning again. Here's the pitch to Johnny Kling with the infield in. 52 is a 27. That's going to be a sharp ground ball to third base. Gardner checks the runner and throws the first. Two outs. Sheckard has to hold. That brings up the player manager, Frank Chance. Chance was a .319 hitter in 1906. Here's the stretch and the pitch. The infield's playing back with 2 outs. 1-5 is going to be an 11 against the A pitcher. That's going to be a single over the first baseman, Jake Stahl's head. And Sheckard scores the first run of the game. RBI by Frank Chance. Cubs go up 1-0. Here's Harry Seinfeld, the league's leading hitter at .327 in 1906. Stretch and the pitch by O'Brien. 22 is going to be a ground ball. That A grade on O'Brien turns that into a ground ball to third base. And the throw to first. Steinfeld's out. That ends the inning for the Cubs. But they get up by 1 run over the Red Sox. It is Chicago 1, Boston nothing. We go to the top of the second inning. The other first baseman player manager leads off the second inning for the Red Sox. That's Jake Stahl. Here's the pitch to Stahl from Ed Rulbach. That's a hit column roll for Stahl. And 1-2 is going to be a leadoff double for Jake Stahl. Looks to Jimmy Sheckard in center field. Anything you can do, I can do. Leadoff doubles are good. Heine Wagner is going to look to try to lay one down. Here's the stretch and the pitch to Wagner. 1-3 is a 14. That is going to be a base on balls. Rulbach is an AC pitcher, but he also has a W. And Wagner will take first. No outs. Bill Kerrigan will swing away. 32 is a 26 against fielding column 1. That's popped up on the infield. The second baseman for Chicago, Johnny Evers, is under it, makes the catch. 1 down. Would have been an infield fly. Steven Yerkes. Yerkes is 7 for 37 in the tournament. It's driven in 4 runs. 53 is an 18, fielding column 1. That's going to be a single through the shortstop. Stahl will score. Wagner will go to third. Game is tied. Red Sox 1, Cubs 1. Still only 1 out. And here is the 9th hitter, pitcher Steve O'Brien. Thomas O'Brien. There were 3 Tom O'Briens who played in this era. I think one was an outfielder, one was an infielder, and then this man, Buck O'Brien, who was a pitcher. Cubs are going to play the infield back, try to get a double play. Really wants a strikeout here. Here's a pitch to O'Brien. 6-2 is a swing and a miss for strike 3. Harry Hooper will bat with 2 outs, and of course the infield for the Cubs will be playing back with 2 outs. Here's the pitch to Harry Hooper. 24 is going to be a swing and a miss, strike 3. Rule block prevents further damage, but the Red Sox score 1 and tie the game. We go to the bottom of the second. Red Sox 1, Cubs 1. All right, Frank Wildfire Schulte leads off for the Cubs in the bottom of the second inning. 5-4 is skied to right field. Harry Hooper is under it, makes the catch. 1 away. Jimmy Slagle. 1-3 is going to be a walk. Slagle takes first. With 1 down, he is a E30 stealing. Okay, the E will keep him from stealing currently. We could hit and run. But if there's 2 outs, that E rating will let him attempt to steal. Here's Joe Tinker, the shortstop. He's swinging away. Here's the pitch to Joe Tinker. 6-6 roll. That's a hit column roll on the Cubs shortstop. And 21 is a 6. That's going to be a double over first base. Fast runner will score. Schlegel's not rated fast, so he goes to third. Cubs have second and third with 1 down. Here's the pitcher, Ed Rulbach. The Red Sox will play the infield in. O'Brien is a spitball pitcher. He's going to load it up and try to strike him out. Here's the pitch. 51 is a 36. That is going to get away from catcher Kerrigan. And that's going to let Schlegel score. Tinker goes to third. Pass ball. Cubs lead 2-1. Infield is still in. 62 is a swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 outs. Jimmy Sheckard. $14 is going to be a base on balls. Sheckard goes to first. He's on base twice now. He led off the game with a double. Here's a dangerous Johnny Evers. Krebs swings the bat from the left side. Here's the pitch. 24 is a 31. That's a fly ball to center field. caught by Tris Speaker that ends the second inning. Cubs score 1 with the help of a double on a pass ball. And they lead 2-1 going into the third inning. Okay, Ed Rulebach will be facing Duffy Lewis, Tris Speaker, and Larry Gardner. 3 tough hitters for the Red Sox here in the top of the third. Red Sox are now down by 1. Here's the pitch. 22 is a base hit for Duffy Lewis. Now on an AC, you have to check the A column and the C column. They're both singles to right field, so that's a base hit for Duffy Lewis. Lewis is 2 for 2. E25 stealing. The E will make him wait till there's 2 outs, should he decide to run, unless a hit and run. +1 hold to first. And Kling is a +3, so 4. E21 will be his stealing rating. Tris Speaker, a 383 hitter, comes in up to bat. Here's the pitch. 35 is an 8. Ground ball toward first base. Frank Chance has got it. Flips to Rulebach. And Speaker has rolled out to the first baseman twice. As good as a sacrifice, though. The runner goes to second. And Larry Gardner comes to bat. Gardner is having a good tournament. He's 14 for 37, 2 triples and 3 doubles. And leads the Red Sox along with Jake Stahl with 7 RBIs in the tournament. Here's the pitch to the dangerous Larry Gardner. 45 is a base on balls. That brings up player manager first baseman Jake Stahl. Speed on first base, he's rated fast. Runner on second is rated average, speed-wise. Here's the pitch to Jake Stahl. 5-4 is a fly ball to right field, caught by the Cubs right fielder Jimmy Sheckard. 2 down, and it's going to be up to the shortstop Heine Wagner to make something happen for the Red Sox in the third. And he does. It's a 6 against the A. That's going to be a double to left center field, and both runners will score. Clutch 2-out double by Heine Wagner makes it the Red Sox 3 and the Cubs 2. Catcher Bill Kerrigan, 7th place hitter in the lineup. He'll pitch to him. 62 is a 38. That's a single, a line drive off the pitcher. The runner goes to third, and they're going to have to check Ed Rulebach. He looks like he's hurt. He is a J3 on the injury chart. Might not be good news for the Cubs. 53 is the roll, and he will miss 21 games. That is a big, tough injury. Hope his leg is not broken. I've seen that before. Mark Gubzal had that happen to him when he took a line drive off the leg. It broke his leg. The new Cubs pitcher will be Jack Pfister. He'll get all the time he needs to warm up. He's looking at first and third with only 1 out. Grade A pitcher with an X modifier. He was also a 20-game winner in 1906. 20-8, 1.51 earned run average. While he's warming up, I just got a notification on my phone that one of our friends, whose mom lives in Paradise, California, is just now getting evacuated from her house. She lost her house in the Paradise fire a year ago, or was that a year ago or 2 years ago? Now she's being evacuated again. Saw I mean yesterday that referred to 2020 as the year narrated by Rod Serling, written by Stephen King and directed by Alfred Hitchcock. That's been the kind of year 2020's been. All right, Pfister is completed his warm-up tosses. He's ready to pitch, and he will be pitching to the Red Sox second baseman, Steven Yerkes. You got Kerrigan is at first. Honey Wagner is at third. 2 runs are already in. Yeah, I said there was 1 out there. There are 2 outs. Here's the pitch to Steven Yerkes. 54 is a fly ball to right field. Jimmy Chicard is under it. Checker makes the catch. That ends the 3rd inning, but the Red Sox score twice and knock out their pitcher, Robach. We go to the bottom of the 3rd. 3-2, Boston. Johnny Clean will lead off the last of the 3rd inning, which has been a seesaw game early on. Thomas O'Brien delivers. Here's the pitch to Clean, 46. That's a 29. A little roller back to the pitcher. Buck O'Brien throws the first. 1 away. Frank Chance. 21 is a swing and a miss for strike 3. Chance makes the U-turn back to the dugout, a strikeout victim, Harry Steinfeld. 6-3 is a fly ball to center field. 3 up and 3 down for the Cubs in the 3rd. We go to the top of the 4th. Boston 3, Chicago 2. Boston pitcher Buck O'Brien leads off the top of the 4th inning. 6-2 is a swing and a miss for strike 3. O'Brien goes down swinging for the 2nd time in the game, 1 down. Jack Fisher has pitched 2 innings previously in the tournament and it's not been scored on. Here's the pitch to Harry Hooper. 56 is a 34 that's popped up into the air. Shortstop Joe Tinker is under it and makes the catch. Here is Duffy Lewis. 21 is a fly ball to left field. Jimmy Schlegel's under it, makes the catch. 3 up and 3 down for the Sox in the 4th inning. They take a 1-run lead into the bottom of the 4th. Frank Schulte will lead off the last of the 4th inning. He was a power hitter, as dead ball era power hitters go. Led the National League in home runs in 1910 and 1911, also RBIs in 11, and was awarded as the MVP of the National League a Chalmers automobile in 1911. Here's the pitch from Thomas O'Brien to Frank Schulte. 46 is a roller back to O'Brien. He snags it, throws to first. Schulte rolls out to the pitcher, 1 down. Jimmy Schlegel. 45 is a base on balls. 2nd walk by Schlegel in the game. E30 stealing. Joe Tinker. 32 is a 26. Boston's fielding column 2. That's going to be a fielder's choice. Ground ball to 2nd base. Yerkes goes to his shortstop. Wagner to retire Schlegel, 4-6. It's a fielder's choice. Now Tinker's at first. B26 stealing. But you get the pitcher up, and if he gets thrown out stealing, you have the pitcher leading off the inning. So he's going to sit tight. Here's the pitch to Pfister. But it's a 3-3 roll for Pfister, which will be an out against an A. Ground ball to Jake Stahl, who flips to O'Brien. 3 outs. The Cubs are retired in the 4th. We go to the top of the 5th. Boston 3, Chicago 2. This critical game is being relayed back to Boston by telegraph, and thousands of fans are gathered at the Boston Globe newspaper following the playograph along the wall outside and in opera houses in Boston. The Royal Rooters are out. They're following every pitch. Here's the pitch to Tris Speaker to lead off the 5th inning. 46 is a 40. That's a foul ball for strike 1. Jack Pfister winds, pitches the 1-strike pitch to Speaker. 26 is a 26 play result. Ground ball to 2nd base. Johnny Evers has it, throws to first. And Tris Speaker is 0 for 3 in today's game. Started out yesterday 0 for 2, but walked and then got 2 consecutive singles yesterday. Here's Larry Gardner, 1 down. 51 is an 8. Pop out to third base. Play made by the third baseman, Harry Steinfeld. That's 2 outs. Here's Jake Stahl. 6-6 roll. That's a hit column roll for Jake Stahl. 63 is going to be a 2-bagger. Second double in the game for Jake Stahl. 2 outs. He's in scoring position. Pfister will have to tighten his belt here. Heine Wagner comes to bat. Here's the pitch to the Red Sox shortstop. 34 is a fly ball to center field. That's catchable. Wildfire Schulte moves to his left and makes the grab. 3 outs. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Red Sox 3, the Cubs 2. Very fast. Jimmy Shecker will lead off the 5th inning for the Cubs. 6-5 is hit on the ground to Jake Stahl at first base. Waves off the pitcher, steps on the bag, takes it unassisted. 1 away. Here is the Crab, Johnny Evers. 1-6, 28. Ground ball to shortstop. Heine Wagner has it, throws to Stahl. 2 outs. Kling will go back to the bench. Evers will go back to the bench and continue thinking of ways to try to beat the Red Sox. Here is Johnny Kling, 42. That's a 9 against an A. That's going to be a ground ball to Heine Wagner at short also. 3 up and 3 down for the Cubs in the 5th inning. We go to the top of the 6th. 3-2 Boston. Bill Kerrigan, the catcher, nicknamed Rough, will lead off for the Red Sox in the top of the 6th inning. They got a 1-run lead. I'm guessing all dead ball era catchers were pretty tough. Here's the pitch to Bill Kerrigan, 56. 34 is a pop-up toward the shortstop. Joe Tinker is under it and makes the catch. Kerrigan is 1 for 3 on the day. Here is Steven Yerkes. 41 is a ground ball to Joe Tinker at shortstop. Scoops it up from the hole, throws the first. 2 outs. Now the 9th place hitter, pitcher Buck O'Brien. 25 is a 23, fielding column 1. That's going to be an error on the Cubs left fielder, Jimmy Slagle. That puts the pitcher at first, average speed. Harry Hooper at bat. Six roll, that's a hit column roll. 12 is a 7 single to right field that sends O'Brien to third. Red Sox have first and third. Sometimes it's the little things that open the door and big things follow. Kind of what happened yesterday when the Red Sox blew the game out open. Duffy Lewis steps into the box, first and third. There are 2 outs, and Phil will be playing back. Here's the pitch from Pfister. 52 is a 27. That's a ground ball to third base, taken by Steinfeld to throw to first. 3 outs. So the Red Sox do not capitalize on the error. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Boston 3, Chicago 2. Yesterday, the Red Sox cranked out 11 base hits. They have only 3 today against the spitballer, Buck O'Brien. Frank Chance will try to change that narrative, leading off the bottom of the 6th inning. Here's the pitch to Chance, 25. That's going to be a single to left field for Frank Chance. He is B28 stealing. With modifications, his chances to steal second are 11 through 52. Harry Steinfeld does not have an extra 31, but he is a 327 hitter. Chance is going to try to steal second. Here's the pitch, or the throw. 62, he is gunned down stealing, and that is a big event in this game. He's out 2-2. 4 thrown out by the catcher, Bill Kerrigan. Here's the pitch to Steinfeld. 56 is a base on balls. Steinfeld's D29 stealing. It'd be 11 through 53 if he tries to go. The D might prevent him. Let's see. No, he could go. I'm kind of hard-headed. There goes Steinfeld. 55. He is gunned down, and that could be the ball game right here. 2 caught stealings. Cubs desperately trying to get somebody in scoring position. 2 outs. Schultz is hitting now with nobody on base. 36. That's a ground ball to third. Larry Gardner has it. Throws the first. O'Brien faces a minimum, but he walks the batter and gives up a hit. We go to the top of the 7th inning. It's still Red Sox 3, Cubs 2. Catcher Bill Kerrigan laying down the law in the bottom of the 6th inning, throwing out Chance and Steinfeld stealing. Here's just Speaker to lead off the top of the 7th inning for Boston. 35 is an 8 against an A, and that's going to be a pop out to Steinfeld at third. Speaker remains quiet in this game. He is 0 for 4. Larry Gardner. 41 is a ground ball to the shortstop. Joe Tinker throws the Chance, 2 down. Here is Jake Stahl. 23 is a ground ball toward third base, or an X. Pfister has an X. It's not a ground ball. It's a strikeout. 3 up and 3 down for the Red Sox in the top of the 7th. We go to the last of the 7th. Boston 3, Chicago 2. It's the bottom of the Cubs order. Schlegel, Tinkle, and the pitcher Robach, or not Robach, but Pfister. Buck O'Brien is back out there to pitch the 7th inning. This is his point of weakness inning. 3 bad things happen. His grade goes down 1 level. Here's the pitch to Jimmy Schlegel. That's going to be a solid single to right field. Hooper retrieves it, throws it back in the infield, and Schlegel is on. He's been on all 3 times today. The Cubs will start the runner and try to hit and run. Here's the pitch to Joe Tinker, 1-5. Is an 11. It's a single to right center field. That sends the base runner to third. Cubs have first and third here in the last of the 7th inning. Pitcher Jack Pfister is an 0.48 hitter, so he's going to give away to a pinch hitter, Doc Gessler. Gessler pitch hitting for the pitcher. Carl Lundgren's warming in the bullpen. He'll pitch the 8th inning for Chicago. First and third, nobody out. Tinker on first. Schlegel at third. Let's see, Tinker is a fast runner. Don't think we'll do any more straight steals. Here's the pitch to Doc Gessler. 1-6 is a 28. Infield playing back. That is going to be a ground ball to the shortstop. Wagner flips to second to get the runner at first. The throw to first is not in time, and Gessler is on with a fielder's choice. Schlegel scores. Tinker's out 6-4 at second. And we've got a brand new game, 3-3. Top of the order. Jimmy Sheckard steps in the box. 26 is a swing and a miss, strike 3. Here is Johnny Evers. 44, that's an 8 against a that's going to be a ground ball to first base. 3-1 pitcher covering. 3 outs. That's 2 marks against O'Brien's fatigue rating. He has 1 left. The Cubs score in the bottom of the 7th. They tie the game 3-3. Let's go to the 8th inning. Carl Lundgren is a new hurler for the Chicago Cubs. 17-6, 2.21 ERA. He only had 3 relief appearances during the season, but he is on for an important relief appearance here in this elimination game. Heine Wagner leads off for the Red Sox. He is 1 for 2 with a double. Here's the pitch to Wagner. 56 is a base on balls. Heine Wagner takes first. D26 stealing. Move to first is 0 for Lundgren, but take 3 off for Kling. Here's the catcher, Kerrigan. Does not have an extra 31. Still, we might hit and run. At the bottom of the order, see if we can make something happen here. There goes Wagner. Here's the pitch. 1-5 is a 10. And 10 is going to be a single through second. And the runner goes to third. Red Sox executing the hit and run play perfectly, as did the Cubs. They got first and third, nobody out. Steven Yerk steps up to the plate. He is 1 for 4 today. The Cubs are going to play the infield in, try to cut this run off of the plate. Here's the pitch. 25 is an 8 against an A. That's a fly out to right field, a sacrifice fly. Wagner tags and scores. Red Sox retake the lead 4-3. Here's the pitcher, Buck O'Brien. He's going to stay in. Here's the pitch. 6-6 roll for Buck O'Brien. A hit column roll. 6-6 is a triple along the right field line. Scores the catcher, Kerrigan. And the pitcher, Buck O'Brien, extends the lead to Boston 5, Chicago 3. Chicago relief pitching has been vulnerable in this series. Here is Harry Hooper, infield drawn in. 24 is a swing and miss, strike 3. Hooper goes down and strikes for the second time. He's 1 for 5. Duffy Lewis comes to bat with 2 outs. 54 is a fly ball to Sheckard in right field, who makes the catch, but the Red Sox score twice, and they lead 5-3 going to the bottom of the 8th inning. With 6 outs left, the Cubs are in the middle of their batting order with 2 runs down. Johnny Kling, Frank Chance, Harry Steinfeld. They will want to get something done here in the 8th inning. Thomas O'Brien goes into the windup. Here's the pitch to the catcher, Johnny Kling. 1-6 is hit on the ground to the shortstop, Heine Wagner. He has it, throws to first, 1 away. Frank Chance. 1-4 is going to be a fly ball to left field, caught by Duffy Lewis. 2 up and 2 down. Cubs are down to their last 4 outs. Harry Steinfeld. 6-6 roll. That's a hit column roll for Steinfeld. With 2 outs, you knew he'd be swinging from the heels. 22 is a drive. It won't get out of here, but it's going to be a triple to right field. Harry Steinfeld will be on third, and he gives the Cubs a chance to get the tying run up to the plate, and that is Frank Schulte. That's the third bad thing that happened to O'Brien. His grade goes down to a B. Timeout. All right, Frank Wildfire Schulte will go to the plate. He swings from the left side. It's probably his biggest bat of the season. Very important moment in this game. Here's the pitch from Thomas O'Brien to Wildfire Schulte. 1-5 is a 15 against a B pitcher. It's a single to center field, and that scores Steinfeld. Cubs pull to within one. It's 5-4 in the eighth. Schulte has some speed. C25. Here's Jimmy Slagle. He's going to stay put. Kerrigan's made a statement in this game. Here's the pitch to Slagle. 6-5 is going to be an out. Foul out to the catcher, Kerrigan. Cubs get one to pull within one. We go to the top of the ninth. Boston 5, Chicago 4. This is the final frame of the kind of game that you would expect between a number 1 seed and a number 8 seed in a 64-team tournament. One runs the difference. Red Sox are poised to eliminate the Cubs. Here's the pitch from Carl Lundgren to Tris Speaker. 1-6 is a 28 that's hit on the ground to the shortstop. Joe Tinker has it, throws to first, and Speaker is retired. He goes 0 for 5 today. Larry Gardner. 1-2 is a ground ball, or X. Lundgren's a Y. So it's a ground ball to second base. Johnny Evers has it, throws to first. 2 outs. Player manager Jake Stahl. Stahl is 2 for 4 with 2 doubles in the game. Here's the pitch. 32 is a 26. Another ground ball. This to Johnny Evers. 3 up and 3 down for the Red Sox in the ninth. We go to the last of the ninth. The Red Sox are 3 outs away of eliminating the number 1 seed in the tournament. 5-4 Boston. Thomas O'Brien comes out to pitch the ninth. Joe Tinker will lead off for the Cubs. We see the pitcher is on deck for Chicago. He's a 179 hitter in 1906. Probably they want to wait and see what happens to the first batter. The only credible bet they have on the bench is Solly Hoffman. He may hit, but we'll see what happens to Tinker. Here's the pitch to Joe Tinker. Cubs are three outs away from being eliminated. 36 is a ground ball to third base. Larry Gardner has it, throws to first, 2 outs away. And there will be a pitch hitter indeed. That is going to be Solly Hoffman, hitting for Carl Lundgren. Solly Hoffman steps into the box. Here's a pitch from Thomas O'Brien. 31 is a 9 against the B. That's going to be a single over the head of the shortstop, Heine Wagner. Hoffman's chances to steal second are D29. After the modifications, that's 11 through 55. It's better than a 5.5 out of 6 chance. That's a high success rate. And they want to get him in scoring position. There goes Hoffman. Here's a throw. 23, he is safe. An important stolen base for Solly Hoffman. Sheckard is 1 for 3. He doubled and scored in the first inning. Here's a stretch and a pitch by O'Brien to Timmy Sheckard. 54 is a fly ball to right field. Harry Hooper is under it. He makes the catch. A fast runner will go to third. Hoffman is fast. He tags up and goes to third, but there's 2 outs. Johnny Evers strolls to the plate. He is a Hall of Fame second baseman. O'Brien has 1 more out to solidify this win. It's not going to be easy. Here's the pitch to Johnny Evers. 43 is a 29. It's a little roller. Back to the pitcher O'Brien. He's got it. Running toward first, flips underhanded to Jake Stahl, and the Red Sox have eliminated the number 1 seed in the tournament, the 06 Chicago Cubs. Red Sox go forward to the Final Four. We'll be back with a wrap-up. The 1912 Boston Red Sox punched their ticket to the Final Four with 5 runs on 10 hits and no errors. They had a pass ball, but I don't believe wild pitches and pass balls are considered errors in scoring. The Chicago Cubs scored 4 runs on 9 hits, and they did commit 1 error. The winning pitcher was Thomas Buck O'Brien. 9 innings pitched, 4 earned runs. He's the winning pitcher. The loser was Carl Lundgren. 2 innings pitched, 2 earned runs. And the Happy Red Sox will go forward, and they'll play the winner of the next series, the 1925 Hilldale Daisies, or the 1927 New York Yankees in the semifinals. Not an easy road to the championship, but this is one scrappy team, and they just eliminated the #1 seed. The Cannonball Dick Redding star of the game is player-manager Jake Stahl. He had 2 doubles in the game. He was 2 for 5. And Jake Stahl helped lead his team to victory here in the deciding game. Jake Stahl was a graduate of the University of Illinois, played football there as well as baseball. A very successful football player, and that was before there was forward passing football. It was all running in a pretty brutal game. But he was made the captain of the University of Illinois football team. And he also succeeded in baseball, was signed by the Washington Senators. He graduated with a degree in law and worked in the banking industry as well as playing baseball, and actually retired in the 1911 season to work in the banking industry as a vice president of a bank. He was talked out of retirement and brought to the Boston Red Sox as player-manager and played first base. This didn't last long. He helped the Red Sox to a pennant in 1912. He had an injury. 1913, didn't have a good year, and was fired in the middle of the 1913 season, and he retired from baseball, went back to banking, and eventually became a bank president. Hope you enjoyed this game. Thank you for watching. Have a good day, and God bless.